Hey guys, this is Ed. I'm coming back to you with another edition of Beers and Bots, where I've been showcasing out beer that usually I'm drinking for Friday night gaming. But as you know, as you can tell, this is well ahead of Friday night, and unfortunately this week, with it being Thanksgiving, in our house there is no Friday night gaming for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving means our dance weekend in Philadelphia. So with this, what we're going to be broadcasting out is about beer that we'll be trying to do for Thanksgiving dinner itself. As you know, Thanksgiving, it's all about food. Everybody loves food. And the big thing with Thanksgiving is obviously desserts, and desserts means pie. And what goes better than with pie than ice cream? And with that, what we've got is a Imperial Stout. I know I seem to be stuck in the Imperial Stout range, but we have an Imperial Stout that's coming out of Flying Fish Brewery. Flying Fish Brewery is up out of Cherry, or was out of Cherry Hill in New Jersey, just up the road from us. They set up shop in 1996, and in 2012, they moved just south of Cherry Hill into the suburbs, if there are suburbs to Cherry Hill, into Somerdale, New Jersey. One thing I didn't know is Flying Fish is named for a constellation in the southern hemisphere. Didn't realize that was the case, but that's what it is. But as said, we are bringing you something for dessert. This is I would classify it in the dessert stout section. Dessert stouts, usually we're going to see variations of Imperial Stouts. We've talked about Imperial Stouts many times on this episodes, but they're still going to be in the Imperial Stout range. We're going to get a thick, more velvety type of mouthfeel. They're going to be a little heavier than normal, and in this case, as I said, we have out a Flying Fish. We've got something perfect that goes for dessert. I wouldn't classify it in the pastry stout range, but it definitely is in the dessert stout range. We're clocking in at 10.3%. And the beer that we're going to be trying today, it is Fried Ice Cream Stout from Flying Fish Brewery. Normally, as I've tried to broadcast out here, are beers that I have not tried in the past to try to branch out, but this is one that I've had in the past. Discovered this through the guys at State Line Liquors. Talked about State Line, they got a full range of beers, liquors, wines, you name it, they pretty much got it. But the guys there turned me on to this last year, and when I was out shopping today and perusing through liquor store, came across this. I thought this was pretty much going to be a one-shot deal with last year, as you get with many of these things. You kind of get them one season, they never really come back unless they're really popular. As it turns out, it's obviously come back. I found it this season, although I'm a little worried because according to Flying Fish, it's no longer available. So I don't know if this is stuff left from last year that the store was selling, or if this is brand new stuff. If it's brand new stuff, great. And this is one of those beers discovered last year, and as said, you find something that you really love, you're going to keep coming back to it. This is one that truly like. The texture for it, it's phenomenal. The aroma, the taste, it all comes through for this. So this is, again, as we said, what we're going to get out of this is roasted malt, notes of vanilla, and as I did also find out, they actually put in real vanilla ice cream into this, mix it in with some cinnamon and some dark chocolate. So we're going to go ahead and crack open our Fried Ice Cream Stout. We'll go ahead and give it a pour. Hopefully it don't screw up my pour as I have done in the past. So let's go ahead and set it up, and we'll go ahead, and there we go. Oop, a little too far. Can't see it. So you can see it sets up very nicely in the glass, as with everything else. Very dark with that. And we'll go ahead, we'll give a whiff. You can definitely smell the chocolate, the vanilla, actually get all toasted, everything that comes through off of this. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a swig. Still as good as last year. For that, I guess where I really come across is more the vanilla and cinnamon off of this. It definitely is a smoother stout that I get from other ones that I've had in the past, but this is just one of those ones that I will probably come back to time and time again as it is made available. Like I said, you find one that's out there, you find that beer that you like, that drink that you like, and you will come back to it time and time again, provided that it's there. And this is definitely one of those. I definitely highly recommend for this. It To me, it definitely is like kind of drinking a ice cream. This should pair up very well. We're gonna go ahead and try to give this a try at Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow night. I shouldn't say dinner, but more for dessert after dinner. And we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. See how it pairs up with our desserts for that, and we'll see how it goes. Even outside of that, it stands on its own, which you're looking for in any good beer. This is definitely one of those. It does come across. We'll give it another kind of little taste test. I know this is one, for the other ones where I kind of give it 1 or 2, maybe 3 kind of taste. I've had this before, so we know what kind of comes through. But you, the viewer, may never have had it, so. Again, I guess the one thing I don't really, I said it before, we get the vanilla, some of the dark chocolate, the little bitterness of the dark chocolate comes through. I know they talk about the roasted character of it. I don't really get the roasted taste to it. Definitely more the dark chocolate, the cinnamon. Do get some of the vanilla out of that. But this is a good drinking, sipping beer. Probably would not chug this one, especially at 10.3%. You definitely don't want to be pulling that one down. So we'll go ahead. This is going to be definitely a recommendation that I strongly recommend it out to y'all. If you can find it, go ahead, pick it up. This is one, you can stand on its own, pair it without some other desserts that may exist out there. And we'll see. Maybe I'll give you a little update, next week. See how it fits in with some of the desserts that we're going to have tomorrow night. We'll see how it works for that. So I know usually I also kind of, show in here the kind of my killing move of the week for gaming. But as we said, there will be none really this week. We're tied up with other activities. So the only thing I guess really will be killing this week will be some turkey, some desserts, and some other stuff that's going to be on there. So I thank you again for kind of tuning in, checking it out. Obviously this is one of my shorter ones, but I guess it's a little hard when, it's one that I've kind of tasted out a few times. It's not one that's new to me, so it's not one that I'm fully exploring off on this. This is one that I have in here. Definitely recommend out. If you can find it, seek it out. May not sound like the most appetizing thing, ice cream, fried ice cream on top of that, but it definitely is one to try. It is definitely one to enjoy. And, we'll go ahead. We'll have another. We'll see how things go for everything. So maybe we'll get a little gaming in tonight. We'll see. We don't know. But if we do, we'll finish that one off. So, but Fried Ice Cream Stout, definitely recommend for your kind of dessert drinking. Having some, even on its own, it's still worth it. So, again, I thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Beers and Bots. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks. Bye.